Webster City. How are y'all doing tonight? My name is Matt Sharp.
And I'm Caitlin Seeley, and we'll be your MCs for tonight.
From our hilarious last skits to our magnificent marching band, we have a lot in store for you this evening, including performances from our flawless cheerleading squad.
The theme for homecoming this year is Lynx Legacy. And I was wondering, Max, how will you be remembered as a Lynx?
Oh, it's obvious. I'm the greatest athlete ever to walk through these doors.
Whatever you say, Max. Before you sound any stupider, let's welcome back last year's homecoming king and queen, Zane Williams and Sinisty Olsen.
Zane Williams is currently attending Hawkeye Community College and is studying liberal arts while working on the side.
Sinisty Olsen is currently at Iowa State University, majoring in public relations and minoring in apparel merchandising, while also participating in Trend Magazine and Dub H.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 homecoming king and queen. Since this is a pep rally, let's bring some energy up in here and welcome in our athletes.
Due to their hard work and dedication, our student athletes deserve some recognition. Let's give it up for our volleyball girls.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in.
Carolina's sweet, and so are these athletes. Let's show some support for the cross-country team.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along?
Get loud. Here comes the one, the only, Mackenzie Pullen, representing the FDSH swim team.
Kiss the Blue Jays goodbye and say hello to our Lynxmen. Let's get loud and proud for our 2018 football team.
Well, Max, that was lit.
Lit indeed. Now let's settle down and welcome our 2018 homecoming court.
Natalie Asklund. Natalie is the daughter of Danny and Casey Asklund. She has two siblings, Josie, who is 19, and Brady, who is 12. Throughout high school, Natalie has been involved in Dancing at the Dance Connection, football and wrestling cheer, National Honor Society, NCYL, Dance Marathon, Lynx Ambassadors, and teaching swim lessons. Next year, she plans to attend UNI to major in early childhood education.
Cade Phelps is the son of Jeff and Cami Phelps. He has one sibling, Kendall, who is 15. While in high school, Cade has been involved in football, wrestling, student council, and Spanish club. Cade's three favorite things he's been involved in at WCHS are being a part of the football team, hanging out with his friends at wrestling, and cafe with Mrs. Rasmussen. Cade's unsure what he wants to do after high school, but is thinking he will attend Iowa Central.
Camry Dawson. Camry is the daughter of Eric and Regan Dawson. Camry has two sisters, Kayla, who is 24, and Callie, who is 20. Throughout high school, Camry has been involved in volleyball, NCYL, prom committee, student council, Spanish club, Lynx Ambassadors, softball, and church youth group. After high school, Camry plans to attend UNI to major in early education.
Caleb Olson is the son of Greg and Tammy Olson. He has two siblings, Megan, who is 20, and Tyler, who is 15. Caleb has been involved in football, wrestling, baseball, track, Spanish club, and FCA while in high school. His three favorite things he's been involved with are football, wrestling, and baseball. Following high school, Caleb is undecided what he wants to do, however, is leaning towards post-secondary education.
Maddie Divig. Maddie is the daughter of Jory and Michelle Divig. Maddie has two brothers, Zach, who is 14, and Braylon, who is 11. Throughout high school, Maddie has been involved in softball. She loves being up at the crack of dawn in the summer, NHS, NCYL, basketball, student council, Spanish club, church youth group, and prom committee. After high school, Maddie plans to go into the pre-med program at ISU and major in biology.
Isaac Bernard is the son of John and Katie Bernard. He has two sisters, Julia, who's 21, and Olivia, who's 24. Throughout high school, Isaac has been involved in National Honor Society, cross country, soccer, Team America Rocketry Challenge, NCYL, Lynx Leaders, Spanish Club, and prom committee. Some of Isaac's favorite things while at WCHS are cross country and soccer because of all the friends and memories he made during the season. He also enjoyed Spanish Club because all of the free food he ate while attending the meetings. After high school, Isaac plans to attend Iowa State and major in aerospace engineering while minoring in Spanish.
Cheyenne Johnson. Cheyenne is the daughter of Tammy Johnson, Tim Aller, and the late Raymond Johnson. She has one brother, Coulter Johnson, who is 20. Throughout high school, Cheyenne has been involved in volleyball, NHS, which gives her an excuse to see Mrs. Daniels, yearbook, basketball, softball, Spanish club, prom committee, to again see Mrs. Daniels, and youth group at the Community Church of Kamrar. Next year, she plans to attend Kirkwood Community College to major in nursing.
Drake Doolittle is the son of Todd and Judy Doolittle. He has two siblings, Hannah, who is 16, and Carson, who is 12. Throughout his high school career, Drake has been involved in football, wrestling, National Honor Society, and Iowa Hawkeye Boys State. After high school, Drake is planning on attending college and majoring in engineering.
Maddie Schwerin. Maddie is the daughter of Dwayne and Alyssa Schwerin. She has one brother, a freshman, Drew, who is 14. Throughout high school, Maddie has been involved in Dance at the Dance Connection, football and wrestling cheerleading, yearbook, track, softball, NCYL, NHS, and Spanish club. After high school, she plans to attend ISU or UNI undecided.
Dylan Steen is the son of Todd and Amy Steen. Throughout high school, Dylan has been involved with football, basketball, track, baseball, National Honor Society, NCYL, and FCA, and Spanish club. Dylan's favorite things he's been involved with while at WCHS are NCYL, since he was able to represent our school, sports, since he created many relationships, and the various youth programs he's helped with as he enjoys influencing kids through athletics and education. After high school, Dylan plans to study business at an undecided college. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 homecoming court. Tonight's entertainment will be brought to you by...
It looks like the Lynx will be joining us tonight.
Mr. Lynx, what are you wearing?
Does his thing say retired?
Yeah, what is he doing?
All right, Mr. Lynx, congratulations on your retirement. Let's give him a round of applause for his service as our mascot.
Caitlin, what are we going to do without a Lynx mascot?
I think Michelle Cassidy can clear that up for us. Michelle? Michelle?
All right, can everybody hear me now? All right, good evening. I am Michelle Lappin Cassidy, if anybody doesn't know who I am. I graduated with the class of Webster City Class 1993. This year, our class celebrated their 25th class reunion. To commemorate this event, we wanted to give back to where our roots were established, with a gift to the school. Homecoming is not only about the current students, the court, the football game, the staff, went down the line. The football game, staff, and community, but also for those alumni who come home to where their roots were established, to give back where they can and to leave a legacy for the future. The current mascot costume dates back to 2004, when the cheerleaders won the Spirit Award in a competition event, and they chose to make a new costume from the theatrical shop in Des Moines with their monetary award. The prior mascot before that dates back to 1984, when it was generously donated by the local Lions Club. This one is on display at the Depot Museum on Superior Street, if anyone wants to stop and look at it, along with pics of the one from the 1960s. We started looking for a new mascot costume, which proved to be difficult, as a lynx is not a common mascot. We found anything from a scary-eyed but cheaper costume to amazing, expensive collegiate costume out of the Denver CU College. We met in the middle, but knew the cost was more than what the class in 1993 could raise. So we started reaching out to other alumni classes. The response was quick and very generous by raising more than $2,000 in just 24 hours. The company we chose to use researched our school by finding the logos and various lettering styles on different sports apparel and wanted to make the custom mascot that would truly be just for Webster City, and also utilize the design they used for the Edmonton Oilers hockey team, which is the Canadian Lynx. This one is based off an American Lynx. Their end result is truly amazing, as you'll see here shortly. We had more funds to raise, reaching out again to more alumni and Lynx supporters who helped bring the new mascot to reality. And at this time, I'd like those alumni and Lynx supporters to please stand that are here tonight. I don't know if anybody's standing. So I would just like to thank all of you, all of you here and those that could not attend, for putting your heart into Webster City Schools and generously giving for those gifts to the school. So when you think of a mascot, what do you think it should portray to the athletes, the coaches, the music and arts, the student body, the school board, the superintendent, the principals, the teachers and staff, and the community? Do you think of maximum dedication, maximum power, maximum respect, maximum inclusion, maximum speed, maximum strength, maximum PMA, which is positive mental attitude, in the honor of the late coach Dick Kennedy. Maximum student participation, maximum endurance, maximum heart, maximum good sportsmanship, maximum encouragement, maximum passion, maximum sound, maximum MTXE, mental toughness, extra effort, maximum commitment, maximum power to finish. But last and not least, maximum spirit and Lynx pride. So we hope in giving the mascot an identity with a name that all can relate and connect with the spirit of this Lynx mascot and what the school means to them. Thanks for the memories and for allowing us to give back to our roots. I now want to introduce you to the new Lynx mascot, Max.
Jump on it,
Wow, I'm fired up, Caitlin. Those cheerleaders sure know how to lead a cheer.
I mean, this is a pep rally, right? Also, Max, I didn't know you were Lynx.
I'm fired up to welcome Coach Jess Howard to the stage to talk about the girls' volleyball season so far. Let's say.
I'd like all the volleyball players that are here tonight to stand up and get recognized by the crowd once. So girls, go ahead and stand up. These girls have been working hard essentially for the last 12 months to get themselves prepared for the season. Right now we're sitting right at 500 and 3-2 in the conference, and we've got a couple big conference games coming up next week and the following week. The girls will be in Madrid on Saturday, going against some tough competition and hoping to bring home some victories for the volleyball program on Saturday. We just want to say thank you to all the supporters that we've had all season, and we want to wish the football team the best of luck on Friday as they're going to bring home a victory for Webster City too, and also to the cross country and all the swimmers that we have in Webster City. So thank you for all the support and keep cheering us on.
Thank you, Coach Howard. Let's give another round of applause to the 2018 volleyball team. Hey, Max, do you remember reading To Kill a Mockingbird our sophomore year?
Yeah, that's the one with Romeo and Juliet, right?
No. Let's kick it over to the freshmen with their skit, To Kill a Blue Jay, while I go talk to Max's English 10 teacher, Mrs. Fisher. Wow, great job, freshmen. Except for one thing. You haven't even read To Kill a Mockingbird yet. How do you even know?
You know, Caitlin, I tried out for cheerleading once, and it didn't go so well.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Well, you see, Caitlin, men are not capable of performing the splits. Needless to say, I got hurt.
Okay, too much information. How about you show me your moves in the next cheer? Cheerleaders?
It takes a lot of skill to be a cheerleader.
I'll admit, I'm impressed.
You want to know what I'm impressed with?
Sure, what's that?
Mackenzie Pullen being a Katie Ledecky 2.0.
I can't argue with that. Let's have Ashley Beaumont come to the stage to talk about Mackenzie's success of the swim program over at Fort Dodge Senior High.
Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for having us. I want to take one quick second. Can I have the rest of the Fort Dodge swimmers come up to cheer on Mackie as we talk about our season? They all wanted to be here to support you since it was your senior year. So Mackie has been on the swim team for 4 years, and this year she was our captain. She is a leader on the team. I've actually had the opportunity to coach her for 4 years. So I really wanted to make sure that this was a special moment for her as we get to talk about her on her senior year's homecoming. The Dodger swim team has gone through an amazing beginning of the season. We are currently 5-2, beating some of the Metro teams such as Southeast Polk, Marshalltown, Oskaloosa. We continue on our amazing season, and I hope you guys continue to have amazing success on your homecoming games in all sports. So thank you guys for having us, and go Lynx!
Great job, Mackenzie, on all of your successes as a Dodger these past 4 years so far, and congratulations on a continued great season. You want to know what my favorite Lynx moment is?
Not really, but I have a feeling you'll share it anyway.
Well, last year in chemistry, I was grabbing my keys to leave, and I pulled my assault whistle. Let's just say I've never been so embarrassed in my life. But hey, it works.
Haha, that's great.
Okay.
The court has some pretty funny ones too. Let's take a look.
Lynx memory was being able to cheer at the Dome in state wrestling finals. Go Lynx!
My favorite Lynx moment is when I finally got an interception in practice and Coach Howard was so surprised that he fell to the ground and acted like he had a heart attack.
My favorite Lynx memory was being the Lynx mascot for homecoming my sophomore year.
Go Lynx!
All right. My favorite Lynx moment is playing in the Unidome, wrestling at the well, and finally getting the privilege to drive Coach Howard's golf cart.
Hey guys, it's Maddie.
What's poppin'?
My favorite Lynx memory is vlogging our whole softball season. Subscribe to our channel at Webster City Lynx Softball.
My favorite Lynx memory was slapping a ball into the goal during a soccer game.
My favorite Lynx moment is doing my teammates' hair on the way to volleyball games. Hit me up for homecoming, ladies.
My favorite Lynx moment was wrestling in the state finals my sophomore year.
My favorite Lynx memory was cheering at the Dome my sophomore year.
My favorite Lynx memory is playing football in the Unidome as a sophomore.
My favorite Lynx.
Maddie!
Oh. I haven't said this before, so I have to try again.
Oh, all right. So just go ahead. So my
All right.
I can do it.
Do you want to do it again?
No.
Okay.
Are we going? Okay.
Shoot, what am I supposed to say again?
Maybe I can't do it again.
A lot of funny memories, I'll tell ya.
Not as funny as the sophomore class skit. Let's welcome the sophomore class with their skit, A Comedy of Errors.
And I'm Bob Sauce.
I don't know about you, Bob, but I'm absolutely jacked to be here.
Right you are, Bob. Absolutely jacked.
We would like to say welcome to our new vice principal, Mr. Farley. Anyways, let's waste no time and get right to the action on the field, where the band is about... Bob, where's the band?
It appears as though the band has not managed to keep track of time, and that is going to cost them a massive chunk of the district's budget. Bob, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to recover from this, as it's going to hurt them for the rest of the season.
Swizzle sticks, Bob, very harsh.
Harsh. But ultimately very true, Bob.
Anyway, let's get back to the field.
This year, a lot of people are keeping their eyes on one of our hometown Lynxmen, Smits. So, Bob, how do you say his last name?
I believe his last name is pronounced Socodali possessisiligophilocrepus, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards.
Okay. So, first of all, how, and second of all, why?
I don't really know, but anyway, let's get back to the action on the field.
Oh, dear Lord.
Bob, there's not even a ball.
Okay, so the ref's down. Oh, okay then. All right.
Looks like it is now halftime here at the Lynx 2018 homecoming game.
Remember to visit the concession stand, where yet another organization thinks that they will get enough money for this to be the only fundraiser that they do. And stay tuned for the Lynx Imperials, or ignore them and throw popcorn like the students section did. I know who you are.
Bob, let it go. How's the wife and kids?
Non-existent, Bob.
Sounds amazing, Bob.
You are bad at small talk, and I'm pretty sure that I hate you.
Yes, I am. Now anyways, well, it looks like there was a minuscule tizzle down on the field, Bob.
Hopefully that was a discussion on how to play the game in a more civilized manner.
Anyway. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No, this was a lie. Okay. She's dead, I think.
Who's Nubbins?
I don't want to know.
I guess that's a victory for the Lynx.
Smits never saw all of us again. He would never truly meet the love of his life.
How do you know, Bob?
Bob, we wrote this entire thing. You wrote it with me. Your name isn't even Bob, it's Jake. We finished this like 10 minutes before we got here.
Anyway, I'm Bob Sauce.
And I'm Bob Sauce.
And we'll see you at our next football game on October 5th.
Hey, if we're lucky, the band might still have members.
That was hilarious. Props to the sophomores for thinking that one up.
That was hysterical. You know what I'm ready for?
What's that?
Another cheer.
Everybody stand up and be proud as we welcome the cheerleaders back to the stage.
Led by third-year head coach Joe Lambert, our Lynx cross-country team is back faster than ever. Let's run the mic over to Coach Lambert to talk more about this year's cross-country team.
Awesome. Somewhere on the other side of this balloon, the greatest cross-country team in the world. These guys are awesome. They're totally persistent, totally dedicated to making themselves be as good as they can possibly be. If I had to pick a theme song for the 2018 season of cross-country, it'd probably have to be Johnny Cash, 2 Feet High and Rising, or How High's the Water Mama, or Jars of Clay, Flood, or something like that. You know, Rain, Rain on My Face, hasn't stopped raining for days. We're supposed to have run 7 meets so far this year, and we've actually run 3. The rest of them all been rained out. So all of you who would be cross-country fans showing up to cheer on the team, sorry, we haven't been on the field that many times. In fact, a couple of our best races have been time trials when we would have been running at Waverly or we would have been running at Ballard. The kids are doing really good. They're holding in there. They're persistent. And so we have the second half of our season starting up this Saturday. And really a great bunch of people, and we hope that if you have an opportunity to come and cheer for the Lynx, we'll be on Pine Lake this Saturday and Fort Dodge next Thursday, and then we're running a conference at Mains Grove just south of Hampton the following Tuesday. So anyway, congratulations to all y'all who are putting it on the field or in the gym or wherever you're playing, whether you're band or football or volleyball or swimming or whatever. It's a great year to be a Lynx. It's a great day to run. Thank you so much for being part of the Lynx family.
Let's hear it one more time for our cross-country team.
Next up is the junior class skit. Sit back, relax, and get ready to travel through time as they star in The Time Machine.
Now that we've traveled to Thursday, let's keep the show rolling.
The man, the myth, the Bob. He's assembled a talented football team and established a name for Webster City football. I am honored to introduce Coach Bob Howard.
Olson, you stay out of that golf cart, too. Really appreciate all the people. I can't see any of you because of the spotlights. And I'll probably have a migraine over here in about 10 seconds. The kids are all probably waiting for. But when we moved Boom Night to the night 6 or 7 years ago, this is why. This is awesome. This isn't about football or cross country or volleyball. We've got all different kinds of kids being involved in stuff in a day and age where kids resist being involved in things. And we struggle with participation. Well, tonight's a testament to participation at Webster City, and everybody from the cheerleaders who helped put this on to Mrs. Ryan, who takes care of most of the program, and the MCs and everybody else should be very proud of it, and all the parents who are here for whatever reason, whether it's for the court or whether it's for the sports or to promote or support any of them. This is a neat thing, and this can still be done in the 21st century. This is good old-fashioned school spirit, which is supposed to be corny. So I really appreciate it, and thanks for everybody for coming out for that. So for the football team, seniors stand up. And our program has always been about seniors, and always will be as long as I'm involved with it. This has not went, obviously, the way that a lot of these kids wanted. Almost every one of these kids standing here for the last 3.5 years, and I got Zane Williams sitting right in front of me, and he was one of them that did it too, and there's other kids out here that played. These guys, one of these guys gets up at 4 o'clock and does chores, and I don't think he's missed weight training or speed training here in 3.5 years. And none of them planned on being 2 and 3 during homecoming night. But athletics, whether it's this, whether it's volleyball, whether it's cross country or the other future athletic events, they don't build character. They show your character. And how you respond when things don't go well helps build character for the future. So I was asked yesterday about how we were responding to having lost 2 games. Like I was supposed to say, well, probably aren't going to have enough kids to even come play tomorrow night. They probably just all gave up and quit. Best practices we've had were Tuesday night, Wednesday night, again tonight. And I can tell you, these and the parents, it's no revelation to you, this is an outstanding group of seniors, and they've done a great job of leading the team. They are a chosen few. It isn't for everybody, and they've made commitments and have followed through with them. And I don't, like I've told them before, they went 0-9, it wouldn't change my opinion of them one bit. They're great kids, great people. They've done a great job representing our school, and they'll continue to do it. And they're bringing the underclassmen along with them. And next year it'll be a different bunch of kids standing up there as seniors. So I really appreciate the effort they've put out and all the support that everybody gives them and gives our program and all the athletic programs and the extracurricular programs here at Webster City. Thank you very much for coming out tonight.
Thank you, Coach Howard. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
You know, I can't wait to bust a move at the dance on Saturday night.
Nobody wants to see that.
I'm just going to shake what my mama gave me and taught me.
Maybe your mom should give you some more lessons before Saturday.
Oh, really?
How about we leave that to the cheerleaders?
Back again with one last performance, the Sweethearts of WCHS.
That gets me fired up for the game tomorrow night.
What game? Last I heard, the Lynx have zero competition tomorrow.
Well, I can't really argue with that.
The only competition I see is who the cutest baby was. Let's dim the lights and hold back our tears as we view the court slideshow.
Many people have left a legacy at WCHS, however, very few are recognized. Whether it's coaches or athletes, very few have been presented with the honor of sitting in the Hall of Fame. Presenting the 2018 Athletic Hall of Fame inductees, I welcome back onto the stage Coach Howard.
The original intent of homecoming when it was started decades ago all around the country was alumni coming back. And part of that was celebrate the night with the new mascot and the effort of alumni to honor tradition. And I think it's really appropriate that we induct 2 Hall of Fame members into the Athletic Hall of Fame for Webster City tonight at Boomnight. We've done it a couple other times. It's been a couple of years since we've done it. And we have 2 extremely deserving individuals tonight. So at this time, I'd like to start that introduction. The first one is from the class of 1997, Jamie Taxted. He was a 2-time NCC champ in wrestling, a 3-time state qualifier, a 2-time state champion. Only Bart Chelsvig has won more state championships at Webster City. And he has 105 wins. And I'm not a great wrestling aficionado, and I'm not trying to downplay everybody else that has 100 wins. But when Jamie went through, there were no, I don't believe, dual team tournaments, which adds a lot of wins to records. So 105 wins was a great accomplishment. 100 wins is still any year, but it certainly was at that time. Jamie left here and went to Buena Vista University, where he was a 2-time national qualifier. He was 3rd in the country in 2001, and he was a national champion at Buena Vista in 2002. He's here tonight with his parents, Roger and Deb. He has 3 siblings, Angie, Corey, and Stephen, and his wife, Missy, is accompanying him here tonight. At this time, I'm proud to present Jamie Taxted.
It's an honor for me to have the opportunity to stand before you tonight as an inductee in the 2018 Webster City High School Athletic Hall of Fame class. I would also like to congratulate Mr. Busson on his induction. I'm truly honored, humbled, and blessed to be a part of this year's class. I'd like to thank the committee for its decision to induct me into the Hall of Fame. This is such an incredible honor and privilege, an accomplishment I always cherish with great pride. There's no possible way I could stand up here tonight, thank everyone that played a role in me being here, but I'd like to thank and take some time to recognize some of those individuals. Mom and Dad, first I'd like to thank you, my mother, and my father, Roger. My mother has taught me everything about the game of life, knowing the difference between right and wrong, and to be confident to always choose right, as well as confident in who I am and who I stand for. Mom, you have been with me every step of the way, through the good times, the bad. You have always been there to encourage me, console, and motivate me through what I needed most. Dad, you made a lifetime of sacrifices for me. You took me to every tournament imaginable as a kid, from North Dakota all the way down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You're always there to support and encourage me. Thank you both, and I love you both. My family, next. I'd like to thank my family members, Angie, Corey, and Stephen. Wrestling was the sport that bonded our family for many years. I appreciate all the support and can't tell you enough how much you mean to me. It's been great to share these experiences with each of you. Thank you for believing in me through it all. I'd also like to thank my wife. I currently coach at Valley in West Des Moines. I'm gone most weekends, home late every night. I appreciate it allowing me to do this. To my high school coaches, Dick Kenny and Ted Larson, I can't even begin to tell you how much of an impact they have made in my life. They were the kind of coaches who cared about their wrestlers in all aspects of life. Coach Kenny was a great leader who always knew how to motivate you. He knew all his athletes very well and treated every athlete the same. Coach Larson was always a positive influence. He had a smile that never left his face. He helped me on the mat, but really cared about who I was off the mat. It was great to celebrate with each of them on the mat after each title. Thank you, coaches. Teammates. I was very fortunate to be part of very successful teams here. We placed 3rd in 1996 and 4th in 1997. I can remember riding from the barn, from the hotel to our barn. During that time, my teammate of mine, Mike Fertig, was always listening to Tom Petty, running down a dream on his Walkman. Looking back, that is exactly what each of us was doing, chasing the dream of a state title. Those teams were very special to me because we all had high goals for each other and cared for each other like brothers. Thank you, teammates. I have many great memories here at Webster City. I know coaching wrestling at one of the largest schools in Iowa, I can tell you right now, there's no support like Webster City support. You're very lucky to be part of a great community. Thank you, Webster City, for this honor. Go Lynx.
Okay, the next honoree, and also, once again, congratulations to Jamie. It's a tremendous honor and a great accomplishment and career he had here. Okay, our next honoree, I've spent my whole life being a coach, and I guess I have some idea or perception of what coaches are. And when I came to Webster City 12 years ago, got to meet Tony Busson, and he is a coach's coach. He's a player's coach. He was a fantastic teacher, and good teachers are usually pretty good coaches. And if nothing else, he always, before all else, he put his kids ahead of it. So Tony Busson goes in tonight as a coach. Tony has spent 33 years, his entire career was at Webster City as an educator and a coach. He was a 28-year long tenure as our cross-country coach for both boys and girls. He had 3A runners-up in both 92 in girls and 98 in boys at the state level. He's been the State Association track coach or cross-country coach of the year in 1998. 20 qualifying teams for state, 12 top team finishes, 22 conference team championships. The trophy case is full of NCC championships from Tony's teams. and a 1994 individual state champion, girls, and a 1997 97 team champions. Track and field, he coached for 24 years here as a head coach, 8 as an assistant. In 2012, they were the state 3A runner-up. They had 4 top 10 finishes at state as a team. Tony was the regional coach of the year 5 times by the Track Coaches Association. He was a head coach of the 2004 Senior All-Star Meet, 4 NCC team champs, 9 state individual champs, and 34 meet team champions. And Tony was the past president of the Iowa Association of Track Coaches, and he was also served on numerous boards and worked at many college level and national level track meets as an expert, particularly in the field events and the jumps, and also with the cross country with his one of his most successful alumni, Kyle Kepler, who also was in our initial Hall of Fame class when we started the Hall of Fame. Tony's accompanied here tonight by his wife Jill of 41 years, daughter Rachel, and son Joseph. I'm very proud to introduce Tony Bussin for introduction into the Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you, Coach Howard, and my thanks as well go to those involved in the Hall of Fame for this tremendous honor. And I want to congratulate Jamie. I remember him as an athlete and wrestler. Dick Kennedy's smiling right now. However, you should all know that my award, while it's here, there's no guarantee that I get to keep it. You see, Coach Howard told me that I had to keep my speech to less than 10 minutes if I was going to keep it. So, I gave an interview with Troy Banning a couple days ago, and I told him I've done more than 10 minutes on how to tie your shoes before a race. He thought it was a joke. I was serious. But I do look, and since that time, I've heard that the smart money's been going on the over. But I enjoy challenges, so we better get started. There are so many people that I owe thanks to for their efforts, their support, and their assistance. First and foremost, I want to thank my athletes and my students for investing themselves in each other and rising to the challenges that were put before them. In doing so, they created so many great memories and wonderful opportunities for us all. This award is far more related to their efforts rather than mine. To their families as well. You deserve credit for your involvement in our programs and for raising such fine young people. I want to thank my many assistants, fellow coaches, teachers, administrators, and the staff of the district as a whole. I was blessed to have benefited from their professionalism, their support, and their advice. I'd like to also express my appreciation to all the residents of the school district and to the Webster City community for their trust and their long-standing support of my work with young people. Now, at this point, you may have noted that I have not named any particular person. I believe deeply in the value of each person and the contributions that they are able to make. In mentioning a few by name, I would lessen that message to all that have made a difference. If I've acted in accordance with my beliefs and values, then each of them already know and understand how much they were valued and appreciated. However, there are now 4 people. There were going to be 3, but I got a surprise. There are 4 people here tonight who I will mention by name. The first 3 are my wife, Jill, and I would like my family to stand up, please. Face them. Okay, I made you dress up. Okay, they are my wife, Jill, and our children, Rachel and Joseph. Only the spouse and children of a head coach can fully understand the impact that role has upon a family. My wife, Jill, is and will always remain the greatest assistant and partner I will ever have. She and I are immensely proud of Rachel and Joe and the people they have become. The 4th person, you 3 can sit down. when you come all this way, you got to stand up. So, the fourth person is a surprise guest I didn't know about because my wife called her. This is Jana Peterson-Bessie, who was a 4-time state champion her senior year, undefeated as a cross-country runner. One of few girls ever to win all 3 distance races at the state high school meet as well. And my only individual state champion in cross-country. Jana traveled from Oregon. She rearranged her travel schedule unbeknownst to me to be here tonight. Thank you, dear. Yes. Yes. And I should add, and Coach Howard, thank you. Jana is a member of our Hall of Fame, and her senior year of high school, in addition to all her athletic accomplishments, was named one of the top 10 students in the state of Iowa, all classes combined. So thank you again for making the effort to be here, Jana. I chose education and coaching because it provided me the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of young people through building positive relationships while pursuing excellence. I owe that decision to my former coaches and teachers because of the difference they made for me while I was growing up in Marshalltown. I believe strongly that the value of school programs is in the opportunities they provide to develop the skills and instill the values that are essential to the pursuit of a successful life, but not success as defined in the opinions of others. Rather, self-determined success that is based upon your own actions taken towards achieving your own goals. Some of the consistent goals that I had for my squads were through your actions, bring honor to yourself, your family, your teammates, our school, and our community, and challenge yourself every day to make a difference. An often used phrase you hear these days that embodies a goal that I always had for athletes would be for them to leave their jersey in a better place. Early in my career, the gold jersey with Webster City in bold print was adopted as our team uniform. Over the years, through the efforts of so many, it came to represent the work, the determination, and the sacrifices, and the success that was built upon so many great relationships, memories, and traditions. We often heard at meets coaches and parents yell, "Go get the gold jerseys!" It became a matter of pride to earn the right to wear it and to represent teammates, alumni in this community. When we switched to a different design in 2011, I still had Webster City included on the chest. We wanted people to know who we were and what we stood for. Shortly thereafter, our cross-country teams chose to go back to the gold jersey because of its connection to that program's history and what it had meant to so many. The jersey had become such an important source of pride and connection that alumni hung them at graduations. They took their graduation pictures in them, and some of them have even published pictures on social media of them competing as adults in road races, triathlons, and even the Boston Marathon. To them, the jersey has become symbolic of the relationships, the efforts, and the successes that they had, the lessons they learned, and the pride they took in being a Webster City Lynx. Tonight, my challenge to each of you is to follow the legacy of those that came before you. Regardless of your sport or activity, build great relationships, make tremendous efforts, and set really high goals. Represent yourselves, your families, our school, and our community to the best of your ability. Take pride in being a Lynx. The memories and friendships you create in that process are going to live with you forever. Our family has been blessed to be a part of this school and community, and we are deeply honored by this award. We will forever be grateful to have earned the opportunity to leave our jersey right here in this place. Have a great homecoming, and go Lynx!
this time, may we invite the court back up to the stage.
I'm so anxious to see who wins.
I am too. I got 6 Benjamins on who's taking home the crown. That was a joke, by the way.
Enough with the foolishness. Let's give the people what they want.
Alrighty, folks. For all that you've been waiting for, your 2018 homecoming coronation.
That's your cue to clap. Once our new royalty has been crowned, please allow them to address the audience. Drum roll, please.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Webster City High School homecoming king is Isaac Bernard!
And your 2018 WCHS homecoming queen is Camry Dawson.
See you all at the parade and game Friday night and the dance Saturday.
Isaac and I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight and celebrating with us.
Thank you for coming. We'll see you tomorrow night.